a surprise. I'm making.
You're making coffee.
Coffee. Yeah, we got these new ones. I want to say, was it from Costco?
Yeah, Costco.
These are so cute. Look at this little udder on the bottom of this. It's a San Francisco Bay French roast.
I did not buy them, I'll be honest, because they're environmentally friendly. I bought them because they were the cheapest.
Well done admitting that. So I'm going to grab a coffee, and then we are off to the sneaker store because I bought sneakers last week. Great price. Got them home. I had 2 right feet in the package.
Okay, and then when we get home, we're going to do a video on what our challenge is, right?
We are going to start a new challenge this week. I'm so excited. So as you will see, I have just black coffee. I'm not making a fat coffee. I haven't had any fat coffee today. So in preparation for our challenge.
So you get your sneakers fixed?
I do.
You no longer have 2 left feet.
Well, I have 2 left feet when I'm dancing, but I no longer have 2 right feet.
They gave you 2 right feet. It was so funny that because when we bought the sneakers, the guy said the box had 1 size 8 and 1 size 8.5. So I ran in the back. I got the other box that had 1 8 and 1 8.5, and somehow he put 2. He did the same thing, right? He gave you 1 8, 1 8.5, but both are the same foot.
It was kind of strange.
So he gave us the wrong box.
It's okay. We got it fixed.
You got that fixed.
It is a weird side effect that after I lost 100 pounds, I'm like 2 sizes down in my shoes.
Some of it is your diet because it's inflammation. You know, keto is such an anti-inflammatory lifestyle, and so you don't have as much swelling in your feet.
Because I was like a 9.5, and now I'm an 8.
What are you doing?
I'm pouring the last little topping of my keto coffee out of my, what is this, the Ninja?
Yeah, it's the Ninja.
Or the Bullet is a different.
Yeah, Bullet's a different company. I love that thing. It is great.
It gets it. If you're stuff. You like things frothy, it's the best.
You know you're not supposed to put hot liquids in that.
I know, but I do, and it works great. So, why are you wearing a different shirt?
I got a coffee because it only costs $1.19 to fill up a 24-ounce mug, and I always keep like the Perfect Keto MCT powder in my car so that if I'm out on the road and I want to have a bulletproof coffee, you don't need a blender with the MCT powder. You just put it in there and you shake it like this. And on camera, I shook it like this. And then I popped up the top and the coffee exploded all over my shirt. So I pulled a Rachel because Rachel likes to spill coffee in my car.
I was going to say, oh yeah, that's right. But now we can say it's pulling a Joe.
But I just bought the shirt. We went to the mall to exchange your sneakers. And I went into Express, and they were having this like awesome deal. It was like $60 for any 5 items on clearance, no matter what the original price was.
That's pretty cheap.
I got like some jeans and I got some shirts.
Did you take the medium?
I took the
nipple
medium
off.
Yeah, but you know what I love about keto?
Yes.
What's really cool is I can go into Express now. And I can go to the clearance rack, and there are tons of clothes in my size because nobody wears medium anymore.
I know. I definitely have measured my success over time as far as like what rack that I have access to.
Yeah.
There were so many times that like any mall store was just off limits to me. There was no way to shop at Hot Topic or, you know, really any of the mall stores except for like Lane Bryant or Avenue.
Yeah, so I love the fact that I get to shop in Express.
It's nice.
But I really love the fact that, you know, you go to the clearance section, it's usually always sizes that nobody else can wear, right? So when I was a double extra large, there was never any double extra larges there. There's almost never any extra larges. And when you go to the rack, it's all smalls and mediums.
Yeah.
And I wear a medium, and it's still like boggles my mind that I am almost 48 years old and I can wear a medium in Express. So let's tell them why we're drinking fat coffees for lunch at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Because last week at 4-ish, we were having huge plates of food in front of us.
Oh, don't remind me. I was so sick after eating 2,000 calories in a sitting.
I'm a little sad to be like sitting here with just a cup of coffee.
Yeah, and I don't usually drink bulletproof coffees. The only time I usually drink them is on my way out the door for games when I didn't have a chance to eat.
Sunday
or
morning.
on a Sunday morning, I usually drink a bulletproof coffee. But I actually choose to not drink a lot of my calories. I really would rather eat them. I'd rather eat like just a tablespoon of butter.
I love bulletproof coffees, but yeah, I would rather have some food. So as much as I love the taste of them, I don't use them all the time.
I'm drinking a 24-ounce cup of coffee from Wawa, and I have like an oversized scoop of vanilla MCT powder in it.
And I have a half of a tablespoon of MCT oil and half of a tablespoon of butter.
Okay, so let's go why we are drinking fat coffee. See, I received another order of Keto Bricks.
Keto Bricks.
So I've got
from
10
Keto
of them.
Savage,
From
right?
Keto Savage. You know, some people like to, when they start a diet, they want it as easy as possible, right? That's why people go to Jenny Craig.
Yes.
They go to Jenny Craig because they're like, I want you to hand me what to eat.
Give me a meal replacement for breakfast, a meal replacement option for lunch, and either make a sensible dinner or a meal replacement option for that as well. And it's usually a bar or a shake.
Yeah, so people want a bar or a shake or something like that. So we had mentioned it in our review video. It's like, not long term, but how great. The dog is running around the house with a boot in her mouth.
A giant boot.
Now, it's her toy, but she has taken a work boot and just torn it to shreds. I like it because she's been working on that thing for 3 months now.
But when she hits you with a steel-toed boot,
yeah, it really hurts. But anyway, so we were talking about how, like, short term to get yourself fat adapted. How great would it be to just eat one of these bars every day? Because every one of these bars will remind you of the nutrition. Each one of these bars is 151 grams. It's 1,000 calories, and it is 90 grams, right? 90 grams of fat.
Yes.
Okay, and it's only 4 net carbs for the whole bar.
So that is perfect keto.
Yeah, because it's only 31 grams of protein. I believe it comes out to 80% fat bars. So I came up with an idea.
That would be ideal.
Yeah, I came up with an idea. So the average, sorry to pick on you, but the average woman, right?
I am a woman.
Needs to eat about 1,400 calories, 1,500 calories to lose weight. Probably even less, maybe even closer down to like 1,200, right? Because your maintenance is 1,500.
Yes, I don't get as many calories as you.
Right. Now, my maintenance...
We need gender equality in this area.
My maintenance is a little over 2,000, usually around 2,100 calories. It just depends on the time of the year and what sport I'm officiating. Like, when it's lacrosse season,
You're running.
My maintenance is like 4,000 calories and I was still losing weight.
Right.
So I came up with an idea. Let's do 5 days.
Okay.
The only thing we're going to eat is Keto Bricks.
See if it works.
So and now obviously we're not going to eat like 2 bricks a day.
No, because that's expensive.
It's not super expensive.
No.
If you buy the 14-day package, I think it comes out to be a little bit less than $7 or a little bit over $6, which really is not bad.
We're just super cheap.
$6 to $7 per day for you to eat 3 meals and be given something where hey, this is going to help me get fat adapted. This is going to help me lose weight, and I don't ever have to step foot in the kitchen.
And it's going to look like it is, just a brick, a chemical brick, but it's not.
No,
it's not
we
like
buy
just
very
gross. Few
pre-made keto products.
This is not a super...
This is a product that I enjoy. I've been watching Keto Savage since I first started keto.
Yeah.
He's a professional bodybuilder.
Yes.
He really knows a lot about nutrition. He made them for himself. They're good keto macros. They're great ingredients. So here's what we're gonna do. So you're gonna eat 1 brick a day.
Okay.
I'm gonna eat a brick and a quarter.
So
okay,
all right.
So you're gonna eat 1,000 calories of a brick. I'm gonna eat 1,250 of a brick. Then the rest of our calories, we're gonna do maintenance calories. We're not trying to lose weight.
No.
The rest of our calories are gonna come only from fat coffees.
Let's see what happens.
Okay. Now, we'll do the same rule that we did
5 days, right?
5 days. We're going to do the same rules we did with our OMAD challenge. The fat that you add to your coffee cannot contain protein or carbohydrates.
All right.
So that means that you're going to drink about 500 calories a day in fat added to your coffee.
This does not make me sad, honestly.
And I'm going to drink about 750 calories of fat a day in my coffee.
Good
and
luck
I want to
with that.
see what it does to our body, how we feel, like, maybe we'll measure our ketones at the end of the week and see like what level of ketosis we're at and see how much these really fill us up. Now, I know we showed that last week with the OMAD challenge, right? That you want to eat a big meal.
Yes.
So I've left your bricks whole.
Right, because I'm going to eat that whole
Now, I don't know if you're going to eat the whole one. Or actually, like, cut up the top of that one because these are kind of hard to rip open. What I did for myself was I actually melted mine down.
It's like the size of my face.
Oh, you got another Keto Savage wristband.
Yay! Do you have one? Oh, hi Tabitha. She wants the wristband, but she's not getting it.
You cannot have these. You need to get down. Get down.
Get down.
Get down. Get down, baby. Okay. So I've got every one of my bags has 3 of these bricks. So this is going to represent whether I want to eat all of them in one sitting. So this is the brick that I have.
It's more doable.
And then let's see your brick. So that's my brick.
And that's my brick.
That's your brick. Okay. Now I may eat all 3 in one sitting. I may eat 1 in one sitting, and then the other 2, like in a sitting. I may eat just 3 of them throughout the day. Okay. So, but mine is exactly 1 brick. I have 5 bags, and then I actually have one where I've melted it down into pucks.
And those are really...
Because these pucks represent 125 calories.
And that's really what we would normally eat.
Yeah, usually I use them as like a fat bomb or just like I'm on my way out the door, I'm going to a game. Rather than putting, butter in my coffee, I grab one of these and it fills me up even at only 125 or if I eat 2 of them, 250 calories. I love them.
They're so good. I'm just anxious to see how we feel on this. And if we could recommend this to somebody who's like, I can't handle this diet until I get fat adapted.
Now, we are not affiliated with Keto Savage at all.
We are not. And we're not doctors.
We haven't talked to him.
No.
So I know his intention of this, it's a meal replacement bar, especially for like bodybuilders. Like
we are not bodybuilders.
No, absolutely not a bodybuilder.
We're more likely to be doctors than bodybuilders.
And we're not doctors.
And we're not doctors.
So, but I just think that this would be a great way for people to be able to utilize them as a true meal replacement. So I am actually going to eat a piece of mine.
Oh, fun. I'm going to save mine for later.
You're going to save yours for later?
Yes. They're really good. They're like dessert. I feel like we're just eating dessert this week.
Yeah. I'm going to actually enjoy this.
For me, it's just going to be weird to only have that as like, that's all your food after a week of my eyes being fed a ton of food.
It is so buttery. Tabitha thinks she's getting a treat.
Right, because it's like coffee in a bag.
She thinks she's getting a treat. What are you doing?
I am filling up my little Keurig trays so that I don't have to go looking for coffee when I need a coffee.
Let's go to Wawa. Let's go get a coffee instead of making our own.
Okay. You'll probably wind up getting it cheaper.
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
Get your cup. Anthony made homemade bread. I don't miss bread, but the smell of fresh baking bread in the house.
It's hard to deal with. It's a sourdough bread.
It's really hard to deal with. But I did want to say another option other than MCT powder. The only place I've found you can get this is on Amazon. But if you want something on the go where you don't need a blender, you can buy this butter powder. It's
butter powder.
It's basically powdered butter. 1 tablespoon is 45 calories, and it's all fat.
It really tastes like butter, too.
Yeah, so you can put it in your mug and just shake it up. How are you feeling on this challenge?
I am feeling good, but it's straight up weirding me out.
Why?
Okay, so last week we did the OMAD challenge, the 1 meal a day challenge.
Right.
And so we had like this gigantic meal.
And you still felt like it wasn't enough food.
I didn't feel like it was enough food ever. And, but I was satiated. You know,
right.
I wound up...
Your eyes were bigger than your head.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah. So my eyes could have seen even more vastness of supply of food.
Right.
But this week, I'm literally eating...
A bar.
Right. That is a very... It's the size of a very small paver.
Right.
If you were redoing your driveway. It's like a small paver. And I find myself being challenged to get through it.
Really?
And it is weirding me out. Now, I drink a keto coffee in the morning, and I drink a keto coffee like at night. And honestly, that's a whole other story because I find myself not wanting coffee as much, which is really...
That's really weird because you drink literally like 12 cups a day.
I don't know why I suddenly don't want coffee.
When I first started keto, I was doing like the Atkins bars and using Quest bars, you know, once in a while to supplement. I usually used more of the Atkins bars because, you know, think Atkins, right?
Right.
Not knowing at the time about maltitol and how it spikes your blood sugar and all that other stuff. But the one thing about like Atkins bars and Quest bars, they're palatable, but they don't taste great.
No.
Like
they're a little cardboardy.
Yeah, they're okay.
And they have a weird aftertaste.
Yeah, so that's the one thing I like about the Keto Brick is that it tastes good. And again, you know, we are not affiliated with them at all.
No.
We just really like them.
No, and...
I actually missed yesterday. They were on sale and I missed it, but I do have a bunch in the house. So.
Oh, okay.
So I should have enough to get us through like a month. Heading east in South Florida at 9 a.m.
Don't do it.
The sun is pretty brutal and it's really overcast today.
It is.
So I have my coffee. I have 3 scoops of butter powder in here. So that's like 135 calories and it is 12 grams of fat. And I also have a scoop of chocolate Perfect Keto MCT powder, which is 70 calories, but I don't remember how much fat it is. But it's a nice 200 calorie coffee to start my morning at 9 a.m.
Do I also have a 200 calorie coffee?
I think you have less butter.
Okay.
You have 2 scoops of the butter powder instead of 3.
Butter powder. So when you mix it in a coffee, like just bring a travel mug into Wawa and get the
just shake it.
It's just like, it's like dust.
Yeah, because as much as I like, you know, drinking bulletproof coffees and stuff, you really need a blender to blend up the butter and the oil to make it creamy. And
gloopy.
Otherwise you got like, well, you have a thing of oil across the top.
Yeah. So I am parked here at Caleb's school waiting for him to come out. It's 2:00 in the afternoon and I am hoping that he takes his time because the thought of going home and having to eat is like turning my stomach. It is so weird. This is such a weird challenge for me. I love food, I love eating, and I have never been so full in my life. And all I am eating is the Keto Brick and 2 fat coffees a day. And that's it. That's all that I'm putting in my mouth.
So the challenge is over.
It's over. Bye, bye, bye. Bye, bye.
You didn't like it?
I liked it, but because the Keto Brick is delicious. Like, I enjoyed eating that, but I enjoy eating a variety of food more than I realized.
And that's me. For me, I was always full. I had tremendous mental clarity.
I felt
eating
great.
The brick. But that brick is really tiny. And I was shocked that I was eating it not like you. You were eating the entire brick in a sitting. At least that's how you started.
Yes.
I was eating it like 4 to 5 over the course of the day, like 4 or 5 meals. Mm-hmm. And I would get like where there's like 1 or 2 bites left in my third of a brick and be like, oh, I don't know if I can finish this. Like, I'm full. And again, it was only this big.
It was mighty.
It was really small, but it would fill me up. The only reason I didn't like the challenge was because for me, I like a variety of food.
For me, what I wasn't crazy about that was consistent was how full I felt. I thought it was a theory that like fat filled you up. It's not. It's a law. Fat fills you up more because we had come off that OMAD challenge where we had these giant like plates of food, which I thought was great because I was full. And then we're just eating that Keto Brick, and I started to feel like you ate 1 bite too many at the buffet. I was so full that when I would pick up Caleb from school, I would literally sit in the car line and he'd say, oh, I'm gonna be another 10 minutes. And I'm like, yay, that's 10 minutes more. We've pushed back lunch.
It fills you up, especially because the Keto Brick tastes so good.
Yeah.
And it's super rich. It reminds me of
rich.
like when you would sit down with like a really rich brownie and you'd be like, I'm gonna eat this entire tray. But then you get like, 5 spoons into it and you're like, I don't think I can eat
Can't
as
move
much
it.
as I wanted to eat. Like your brain is like, I want to eat that whole tray, but it becomes so rich and so thick that you're like, I can't eat as much as I want. Well, that's how I felt with the keto brick. Only I was eating healthy. I mean, I was eating 80% fat, MCTs, flaxseed, good healthy ingredients.
And and I knew I needed to consume it all because I didn't want to tell my body, hey, we need less calories, because I needed my calories. So I needed to eat that whole thing. I started out the week, Monday and Tuesday, just eating it in one sitting. And then by Wednesday, I had to cut it in half. And by Friday, I had to just blend up the whole chunk, or the whole half of a chunk, in a giant keto coffee, which, by the way, makes it taste like the most delicious hot chocolate you've ever had in your life. But I literally just could not
you couldn't
eat it anymore. It was freaking me out how amazing that was. This is a nice way to get started. I would rather see people do this to get started than use Quest bars that's got a
IMO fiber and
ton of junk in it, a lot of preservatives. You don't have a bunch of preservatives you can't say in a keto brick.
It's funny you bring up Quest bars. I just thought of this, but we were talking to some people last night. Like, oh, they're expensive. I'm like, well, when you buy a 14-day supply, it's less than $7 a brick.
Yeah.
Quest bars are like $3 and something cents, and they're only like 250 calories. And I know when we got started, like, Quest bars are easy to overindulge, and they don't taste that great.
And I can honestly tell you, it's not going to fill you up.
No.
I promise you. Here's the challenge. Eat the keto brick and see if you're not full.
Yeah.
Like, you will, I can't explain to you how full you will be.
I use them
for games.
I use them as a meal replacement. I don't eat a whole brick in a sitting because I don't eat 6,000 calories a day. But I break them up, and at least 3 days a week, I'm eating like 2 of my little pucks, like 250 calories, or even a lot of times only 1, on my way out the door, because it's a quick, easy grab and go for me.
And you have a long span of time before you eat again, because you'll have like a whole day of games.
Yeah.
And you won't be home till nighttime.
And I like the fact that they're shelf stable, so it makes it a little bit easier for me.
Especially in South Florida.
I was 184.
Okay.
The end of the week on Friday night, I weighed myself again right after finishing my last keto brick. I was 178.
So yeah, you're losing weight on that.
178.5. So I actually lost weight consuming 2,000 calories. But then on Saturday, I ate a lot of food. I had a long day of games. I woke up in the morning. I ate some bacon. I ate some pancakes. I brought a half a keto brick with me to my games. I ate a piece of a meat stick, and then we ate cheeseburger casserole for dinner. I think I ate over 3,000 calories on Saturday, and I'm still like 180. I lost weight. I had really good cognitive function. My ketones were high.
So you did the right thing, and you had the right results.
Yep.
On Sunday, I weighed myself, and I was 136. Then by Wednesday, eating the keto brick, I was 133. So yeah. And then I think I finished the end of the week. By Friday morning, I was 134.
So I would definitely say that if you're a personality that needs that, give me this to get started, the kind of person that would use like a Slim Fast shake or Slim Fast bars or Jenny Craig or something where you want them to hand you all of the food to get yourself started, to
That's
make
what you're
it
used
easier,
to.
that this is definitely a good option.
I think it would help break work practices. If you're used to, hey, I have a snack and I have lunch and I have a snack and I have all these snacks during the day, using that as your lunch might be your way to disconnect from your former eating practices.
Yeah, it's fact, you just made me think. I mean, people were asking us last night, I don't know why I didn't think of it last night, but people were asking us, we were talking to some people and they're like, well, what can you do for a snack? What kind of snacks can I have? Well, you can break the keto brick up into the 8 pucks like I do. And now when it's snack time,
boom,
take one of those. You're eating 125 calories, but it's 80% fat.
It's dessert.
It's like 1 carb. It's a perfect snack dessert, but it's going to keep you full.
You're not going to feel bad about this. There's no guilt with this.
We did this for 5 days apiece.
5 days.
You used 5 bricks. I used 6.5 bricks.
So there you go.
And that costs us now for all of our meals for the 5 days. So that's, times 2, 10 days really. And it costs us $80. And now add in butter. So I was using almost a stick of butter a day, and then you were using like a half a stick?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's another $10 in butter, maybe, and that's buying Kerrygold.
So that was like 80 and 10, so $90.
$90
for 2 people for a week of eating.
for a week of eating.
I don't think it's humanly possible.
Healthy eating.
Yeah, I don't think it's. You're not going to get that for 2 people on Jenny Craig or on Nutrisystem.
No. So that's our video for today. If you are interested in Keto Brick, I'll put a link in the description. Like we've said, they don't have them all the time. They make them in their warehouse, and then when they have enough of them, they put them on sale, and they sell out really quickly. So I would suggest subscribe to Keto Savage's website. You subscribe to his YouTube, and he'll usually put up a video saying like, they're going up for sale tomorrow.
Going to sale.
And they'll send out an email saying like, we're gonna put them on sale for tomorrow, and then they send out an email when they're on sale. So I'll
Really
leave a link
awesome.
for that down in the description in case you're interested. But check out his videos. I've learned a tremendous amount from him.
He just seems like a nice guy.
Yeah. So if you like what you're seeing, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel.
Hit the bell icon, and every time we make a new video, you'll be alerted to that.
Yeah. And until next time.
Bye.
Bye.